Previously.
Aww. I was really hoping they'd panic vault. Ooh, she's really patient. Nice. It's worth a try. You just never vault, huh? What is this? Is it me, or is she actually just faster than me at all times? Like, I feel like she's just faster than me no matter what, and it's real weird. Yeah, no, there's something wrong here.
Alright, here we are making another video on this TTV that is still pretty much handling the situation very badly. So I guess you could call this like an update to the last video that I made, which I'm gonna be honest, I really did not expect it to do that well. I mean, it is closing in on 10,000 views. I genuinely didn't expect that. So I appreciate those that saw it and left comments and concerns about the situation, and all my socials that have been, you know, garnering attention because of this. That wasn't the idea behind this. It was just to have a defense, like I said, for myself and my duo to be able to prove that we are not cheating in Dead by Daylight in that game that he is accusing us of. So to get started into the video, it was brought up to my attention in my comment section that the TTV in question has seen my last video, and it was brought up to him by another viewer in his chat, and they had linked it to him, and he had gave like a minor reaction to it, and he said quite a bit of interesting thing in his reaction. In response to him reacting, I am going to again debunk the claims and actions he is trying to take against me for essentially calling him out on his bad behavior and defending myself. Without holding up your time any further, let's get into the video. So one of the things that he brings up a lot in his little like rant about my video is me using his content without asking him. I will be honest, that is a fair claim to make. I'm not going to disagree with the situation of him, you know, being bothered or upset with me using his content without asking. However, I would have asked to use his content, but there is one slight issue that I came across that would not let me get in contact with him. Oh, but you could have reached out in different ways to get a hold of him and ask and talk to him about it. I am not going to go extra links and steps to ask for permission in a situation that is primarily focused on me.
Who did what? Apparently some people I had in my lobby who I assumed were cheating because the shit they were doing made them faster than Bubba's chainsaw forever for the whole match whenever they felt like it, and it was like as if they were speeding up and slowing down. I remember this match. I'm not gonna bother watching on stream. I don't feel like promoting them.
He talks about us being faster than his chainsaw and practically doing it forever, but like I explained in the last video, the perks are there and the effect stays until we separate our distance from each other. It's literally that simple. I find it funny that he didn't want to promote my video or the situation. He didn't want to make it a big deal, but then moments later he does this. Yeah, so much for promoting the situation, right? Another thing that he talked about a lot was trying to report or send a strike on the video to get it taken down. What he is actually trying to do is do a false strike.
Send strike on it? Yep. I'm trying to figure out how to do that right now.
And let me explain to you why him trying to strike my video is not going to work. If we take a look at this section here of the Fair Use Copyright Act, you will see towards the bottom that it says, if the portion used was the heart of the work, this factor will likely weigh against a finding of fair use, even if that portion was otherwise a very small amount. Now, at first read, you would think, oh, he's in the right, he can report. No, you're wrong. And the reason it doesn't work is because his content was not the heart of the video. He was realistically 10-15% of it. The rest was my video. It was my content. It was from my stream. The entire time that I'm explaining things, doing research and showing the research, and even at the end of the video and just throughout the entire video, it is my content. That is what you mostly see. Now, when you're seeing the dual POV, his content is in the top right of the screen. But it is small but clear still to where you can watch it at the same time as you're watching my content, which is the main point. You cannot strike a YouTube video if your content is not the main thing in it.
Favorite face cam? Yeah, they also have a link that just, if you want to watch the full game from my POV, the TTVs, and 5-minute clip from my duo, you can click on the links below. And they have it from the killer's POV, which presumably means they've got my name on there and everything too. That's cool. Good for them.
Now he's going on about the links in the description of my video where it was like quote unquote a copy paste of his stream. It is there so people can watch either sides in full. And those videos, at least my POV and his, are unlisted. You can only see those videos through that link. You can't find them on my channel unless you click that link.
It's not the first time that's happened. This happens like once every couple of months, it feels, actually, where people will cut things out of context or do just part of it and whatever. No, it's probably like every 4 or 5 months at least.
Yeah, with how you react to pretty much anything in DBD, I can see why these happen this frequently. I literally just said both POVs are in my description. All the context is there.
You're gonna report the guys of him proving that he wasn't cheating, showing all POVs. Not so much the, it's more of that they did this without any asking. They're just using my content for it, and yeah. Fair use doesn't need your permission, though. It's kind of what I was talking about a minute ago, is I'm not even sure how that stuff works here.
This viewer knows what he's talking about. You do not need permission to use someone else's content.
I mean, it's pretty absurd in this case. I reported them for cheating because they were moving faster than they should be, as far as I could tell. They were moving faster than Bubba's chainsaw, over and over, at variable speeds. Real weird. I even tested it for a while to be like, okay, am I crazy? What's going on here? I know exactly which match this was. You know, they let their randoms, their teammates die so that they could do this shit, apparently. When I reported them, I literally said outright, you know, if behavior checks and they're not cheating, nothing happens. Like, there's a reason that you have to report the match that it happened, like report in-game, and then send a follow-up online to flag it. And then behavior's team will go and check and see, okay, is there actually a problem here? Nothing will happen if they weren't cheating. If I don't report them for cheating because I suspect it, usually I'm right, then I guess I just don't report cheaters. Like, do you see the absurdity of this?
The only thing absurd is how you handled the situation when you had a perfect picture of what was going on in that game.
If they want to paint me as a villain and give me free advertising, I guess? I don't know. That's the worst that happens here.
Interesting that you want to victimize yourself and claim you're being painted as a villain when there's multiple people in my comments and probably elsewhere saying pretty much the same thing. I am clearly not the only person that has dealt with you accusing people of things that aren't true.
And honestly, anybody who wants to come in and find out how villainous the TTVer is, well, have fun. It might be in a first surprise. Maybe they stick around. Who knows?
Like I just said, if this is a repetitive thing, I don't think many people are going to want to watch that. See, man, you're just continuously digging yourself a deeper hole with the situation. It was as simple as letting me explain it to you when that happened, and it would have been over right then and there. But your ego and your actions to this situation has led you to where you are now. It's honestly really sad, and I already know he's going to be bothered by this if he sees it, and I know his community is going to be bothered by it too. And to be completely honest, I don't care. I know where I'm at in the situation, I know where I stand, and I know I'm not in the wrong. On top of that, you're making the situation worse for yourself when you've got people in your community talking about doxing me and my duo for beating you in a video game legitimately. That's got to be the weirdest thing I have ever seen someone say because of a video game. Whether if it's joking or not, nobody's laughing. With that out the way, this is the last video I am making on the situation. I truly don't care what he says after this. This is kind of just redundant now. I have made my points clear. I have shown proof and evidence of us not cheating. I have given you in full detail how perks work. And now I've educated you on how YouTube's fair use system works, how you cannot abuse it like you're trying to, especially sending your community to try do it as well. With that out of the way, for watching. Hope this made the situation more clear and you guys understand it more. Did my best to make sure I debunked it properly, what he's trying to claim, and then inform and educate you a little bit better on what you're trying to do now with the whole striking my video down when you can't. Like I said, I am done with this situation. I am not going to be making any more videos on it. There's nothing else I need to add. Anything else that he says in the future is on him. He can have the last word. I don't care. Thanks for watching and have a good rest of your day.